Okay, hi, this is Les Miller. I'm just doing a little test file here for podcasting. I've been doing so much stuff on the computer the last few years that I'm kind of wearing my hands out a little. So, my wife wants me to get into podcasting. I thought I'd do up a little test file here, see how I feel about it, and put it up online, one or two places, see what happens in the way of response as a little bit of a wondering about this, whether this is a direction God will lead me in, bless me in, and that I can be used of Him to help people. So, just some simple thoughts right now. It's mid October of 2021. We just had the moon last night be very close to Jupiter and Saturn. I thought that the clouds were going to be in my way, but just in time they cleared, got a couple of pictures, and put them up online. So, just had some thoughts I wanted to share. Something that I have not yet put in any of my videos on the creation evolution debate and the conflict between science and religion, which I was thinking maybe I might put into something at some point in the future. So you may hear these words again. But for now, we'll just put them in as they are. When you think about it, we're, we're constantly told that we live in this secular, therefore atheistic world. People who are Star Trek fans, who believe in evolution, who go on and on and on about all the great progress we've made politically and intellectually and socially and culturally in the last 150 years. And I know this happens to me. I'll put something that is in any way leaning into the spiritual realm as a post on a Facebook page about Star Trek, and then someone will always put up, "Hey, no religion." There's a lot of animosity, right? But people think that the view given to us by Gene Roddenberry is the view that is correct, and that is what is going to save the world. So, now, preamble aside, we have all this animosity toward religion today. But when you think about it, you can classify all the belief systems of the world into 5 different categories. Okay, atheism, monotheism, polytheism, pantheism, and agnosticism, which is no God, one God, many gods. God is an impersonal force, somehow exists in nature, or nature itself is God. And then the last one, of course, I have no idea what's out there. I really don't want to deal with it. I certainly won't worship it. Please leave me alone. So, what happens when you go to a seminar that you think is going to be something that supports the modern scientific view, which therefore you think is atheistic, but then someone leading out, maybe Brian Cox, maybe Neil deGrasse Tyson, maybe someone else, and they start crossing over into something in the way of a philosophical approach to the whole thing, a metaphysical approach, right? They'll say something like, "You and I are made of the same dust the stars are made of," right? I've heard that kind of statement from both of them. They're not really speaking in an atheistic fashion. They're really presenting something that is pantheistic. That's really what modern science is. It claims to be atheistic, but it's pantheistic. It sums up itself, its own knowledge base of the universe, as essentially something that will meet your spiritual needs. And the fact that people do cross over from knowledge to looking for something meaningful in that knowledge is proof in and of itself that we have a spiritual side, that we have spiritual needs, that there's more to this all than just stuff, right? When you look at the stars at night, if you want to look for God, you'll find Him there. If you don't, you won't. They're just bright lights twinkling in our sky. It's the attitude, the wish that you put into them that makes the difference in what you get out of the experience of seeing them. So that's something to think about tonight. I didn't bring a Bible with me. I don't have a verse right off the top of my head to share with you. But of course, there are lots of verses that talk about the heavens, the heaven of heavens, and how God is there. I think of Revelation 12:12, which I did put in Bible proof as life on other planets. Rejoice, O heavens, and you who dwell in them. Somebody's out there. And I believe that somebody lives in a perfect world that is cared for by the God of the Bible. And that whoever's out there, all those people, if you want to call them people, they're watching us. And they're watching as world history develops and as God goes step by step, working out his plan of salvation to its glorious, wonderful conclusion at the second coming of Christ, when he comes from the sky to rescue all those who love him. And what a wonderful thing it's going to be to meet them and to see what they went through watching our story. Just some thoughts to share today. All right, thank you.